This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the postseason of the NHL 25.
Hello folks, Finn and Terry Crews are back for another NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. And now this next game at 3:30, we are about to be seeing things right on the line. And this time, it's the rematch of the Canes against the Devils. So you may have always mentioned before, the New Jersey Devils have won 2 games in a road game, but there's only one that might be able to finish it off. Will the Devils able to win this game and head on to the second round to face the winning team? Or will the Carolina Hurricanes have an answer for the series, as this will be a 2-1 series of the game? Well, there might be one change that's going to happen afterwards. You may never know what's going to happen. And now for my next commentary reporters, I have across is Me Phone 4 along with Life Ring. And the center ice is Ultra Beast. And the special guest in this point, I give a warm welcome back over, is Boomer, as we are giving that one here a special of the game to show how it is going. It's going to be a wild one, and my boy Son of Beast will be in Mile High. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. So if you don't want to miss this one out, you won't get away with this. You're going to definitely have a fun one for that. In the meantime, let's get this thing going. Carolina Hurricanes and New Jersey Devils are next on EA Sports. Let's go! It's The Rock here at New Jersey. Hi everybody, Me Phone here along with Life Ring, and a center ice and my commentator support is Ultra Beast. This is Game 3 of NHL Stanley Cup playoffs as we are here at Potential Center. Let's see what goes with the win. As we start things off here for the New Jersey Devils, as right now Jarvis has that puck in, and this will start carrying along as the save puts it in by Markstrom. And starting goaltender for the New Jersey Devils. And for the Carolina Hurricanes, Frederick Anderson is the starting goaltender for Carolina. Now here's the start here for Palat. He's right toward the wing. Slips a move. Rat shots. Blocked it. This one rebounded up by Hamilton. Seth Jarvis takes it over. And now the Devils will put it over. Now finds Palat. Palat sets the goal and looks over to Hamilton. Hamilton passes over to Hughes this time. The rebound by Jarvis. Hughes takes over. Now finding the Brown. A shot. Save. Play. What a catch by Anderson! This is the first part of the save of this night. As for Jarvis, he's trying to look for his own take from Frederick Anderson with his first save of the night. It's a big one here, but we might be finding out what takes on a better look on the effort. This bigger drive is much bigger movement by taking, and I know the light feeling was all turned to be like it was breakneck speed. Sometimes you just don't play it like afterwards, but you know the Devils are really like a harder team to get through. First goal starts in for Game 3 is Taylor Hall. That'll be his first goal of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs of Game 3. Seemed like what happened with that, Taylor Hall was definitely in a rush right now. And this is the first goal that he really started oftenly, and he made that one in here with a great look. Being over by Markstrom was not really the easier way that he does for him. This is the first goal that he has ever been starting to put in to have his own goal a one-time effort. They're now on the board a 1-0 Carolina. The Canes are up for the 1-0 lead. At this point, this will be his first playoff goal for Taylor Hall. And this will be offside for the New Jersey Devils. And now here's the next face-off here after the offside has been whistled on both the teams. Now here's Burns. He will send it over right to our wing. And it will be the first penalty kill. That's going to be Fisker's first interference.
Penalty on New Jersey. 2 minutes for interference.
He's at the penalty box. Not a great sorry when you're doing this for the interference, but that's definitely like not a friendly game that you're doing for. Don't do it like you're doing it on anybody. First penalty kill will start in for New Jersey Devils. You know, don't play it when you do for it, and sometimes it just gets out of the way. You don't want to start it off that badly. If you do something that's uncomfortable,
New Jersey penalty
you're not
number
gonna get
13, 2 minutes for interference. Top of the penalty, 18:43 remaining in the first period.
right toward it.
That's a penalty for the New Jersey Devils number 14, Nico Kishko on the interference. Top of the penalty, 18:43 remaining in the first period of the playoffs.
Rebound puts by Lazar. And a rebound by Dillon. Dillon sets to Jesper Bratt. Bratt sets to Dillon. Dillon moves around, shot save, and a chance for the stroke in the goal. But it's stopped by Frederick Anderson. Kentucky sets
Carolina
the
goal, his first goal of the playoffs. Scored by number 71, Taylor Hall.
This will give the pass
He's
back to
assisted by number
Kovacic.
82, Jesper
Jesper Bratt taking this
and
way
by number
down.
74,
Won't clear
Jacob
the puck
Slavin.
out of the zone.
Top of the goal, 1:13 remaining in the first period.
Rebound by
Taylor Hall with the goal,
Vasilevich.
assisted by Jesper
Carolina's back in the
Kakinen and
offense
Jacob
zone.
Slavin.
He'll
His
send
first
over to
goal of the
Taylor Hall.
playoffs at 1:13
Taylor Hall
in the first
shot
period of the
saved by
playoffs.
Burchko. And Hall takes his own rebounding on right off the corner of the wall. And it now goes back to Lazar. Lazar deeps the zone out. He will clear it out this time. Now here's Sebastian Aho. He'll send over to Seth Jarvis. Seth Jarvis, chance to right it in. Shot glove save by Marchand. 43 seconds remaining for the Canes power play and only 17:22 remaining in the first. There are a lot of a line effort here, as this will be a next face-off coming in for Carolina and New Jersey. Eric Hollow wins the face-off, as now Meyer will set it up deep into the Devils to the Carolina territory. Svechnikov trying to roll it in, and it's rebounded by Sebastian Aho. He rolls it over now, fighting to Brett Burns. Good poke check here as Miko went in with a rebound. We'll kick it back to Burns. Burns shot saved me, but not sure. Went it in right in the wall. They'll kick the puck over, now flying over now to Jarvis. Here's Svechnikov's shot, redirected off the skater. Jersey's penalty time, almost done. Dusky, he went down, and that will do for the first power play. He scores! Sebastian Aho dips it in. This one gives a 2-0 lead for the Carolina Hurricanes. Now watch what happened with this one. This is the replay that turned to be Sebastian Aho and rolls it right into the net. After that power play, this one was given over to give a pass back over by Marchand. He really took that one with a huge and a strong effort. It wasn't really what they were expecting it for, but all it took down, it was nothing that they chose it for. That one really punched it out, and this one was the first part of a goal for Sebastian Aho. He really kept it in. That's his first playoff goal. Here's the setup for Jaws. As on the rebound by Mercer.
Carolina goal, his first goal of the playoffs. Scored by number 20, Sebastian Aho. Assisted by number 96, Mikko Rantanen.
Rebound by
Top of the goal,
Vasilevich.
3:22 remaining in the first period.
And here's
Sebastian Aho
Burns.
with the
He
playoff
sets
goal,
to
assisted
Jaws.
by Mikko Rantanen in the
Jaws
first period
sets to
at
Slavin.
3:22 in the
Slavin
playoffs.
shoots. Will save by Marchand. Just about 16:03 remaining in the first period. Islanders now ready to make another next change off in the face-off puck drop. It is a 2-0 lead, Carolina. Now here's the win for Carolina. Orlov sets to Chatfield, that finds Taylor Hall, and he looks to Orlov. Nemec takes it over, that finds the pass over to Bolette. And he dips it over to Bratt. Bratt passes to Bolette. Bolette, blocker set made by Frederick Anderson. Doubled in for the tip down, Bolette. Pass broken up. Rebound by Hughes. He scores! There's the goal for the Devils. Now it's Jack Hughes making his first playoff goal in Game 3. Seems like Jack Hughes is really like giving all that short. I know you can see what happens with this kind of goal. This play effort was not always the thing when you really wanted to be here. When this turned to be like it's all that for nothing, it just turned it like it was a bang out. Now you get the fact of it that this is the only goal that they made in. Now they're ready to take things on as they're ready to do their next puck drop. They're now on the board. New Jersey Devils down by 1. And Hughes takes his 7th playoff goal in the postseason. He's looking like he wants to get 3 more this time to get 10. And now the rebound will put it in for Jacob Markstrom. And he'll get ready for our next puck drop. Carolina wins the faceoff, and this one's off again on Markstrom. Big save by Markstrom. 15:27 remaining in the first period. As this turned to be like it was hard and chaotic out there, but they really, really wanted to try to keep it up. The Wind puts in for the Hurricanes is now Connor takes over. New Jersey back in offensive. On a shot save by Frederick Anderson.
Assisted by number 63, Jesper Bratt.
Over to Blake.
And by number 18, Andre Palat. Time and a goal, 4:20 remaining in the first period of the playoffs. Jack Hughes' 8th goal in the playoffs, assisted by Jesper Bratt and Andre Palat in the first period. 4:20 in the playoffs.
In to get ready for our next puck drop with only 15:03 remaining. And they're off to get their next puck drop. 2 wins to score for Carolina. Now here's another take. Slavin will switch it over to Burns. He looks at Rantanen. Off to Jarvis. In corner. Rantanen shots blocked. And rebounded by Tatar. He'll send it to Hamilton this time. Hamilton fires that one. Redirects it wide. And this one goes back to Bastain. And he gives to Lazar. Back to Dillon. Fires that shot. Puts it inbounding. This one keeps it out. Seth Jarvis takes it over. And Carolina will keep it out of his zone. Hamilton stays back in. Brett Burns takes the puck out. And off to Sebastian Aho. The move around piece and a shot saved by Markstrom. Rantanen takes it over. Pass to Burns shot. Big save by Markstrom. Slavin makes it right. And Dillon has it again to Bastain this time. On his way to the tower. Got him bounding. Saved by Frederick Anderson. He now rolls Lazar. Shot glove save by Anderson. He took it right away with under 15 minutes to spare in the first period. Now they're ready to take the next puck drop, and they're looking for a next goal to take in to tie it up or go back up by 2. Now here's a set over to Walker this time. He makes his way across to Svechnikov. Svechnikov passes to Walker. Shot saved by Markstrom. 13:48 remaining in the first period as they're trying to get Nate's next goal inbound. Now with the win, here's Walker. Svechnikov shoots it. This one takes out by Markstrom. Pollard with an air now. Fired around the net. And off the center rebound by Gottesfield. Henderson will cover it in. 13:43 remaining in the first. Really seeing like this is like a biggest matter and only gonna dream. Suddenly I did not even realize that I thought this would be only be too tricky for them. It may not be like for all, but it seemed like that for the Devils, they really are been like staggered out for some reason. And a shot stepped big by the goaltender. You know, that gives him a little bit of hard range aptitude. It wasn't easy to make it perfect. Here's Blake shot saved by Markstrom. 13:14 remaining in the first period as they're trying to look for a next goal in. Now they're off to take the next puck drop. Still with a 2-1 game here for Carolina. As now the win puts in for the New Jersey Devils as Pesky gives it over to pass again. And it now sets to Hughes. Hughes gets poked up here by Blake. Here's Blake. That one gets it out. Bratt takes over to Palat. Palat poked it out. And Kotkaniemi takes over. Here's Orlov. Set the pass to Hall. Chance in motion. Saved by Markstrom. We haven't passed the midway mark in a period in the first, but there's still a lot of time left for the New Jersey Devils to find a goal here. Now here's the win. That's the from the 7. Gets to Mercer. Mercer. Read the zone. Myers shot. Saved by Anderson. Gordon sets to Slavin. He'll now take a clean look to Kapianik. And he goes offside and will stop the whistle and play with 12:29 remaining. Both teams are ready to take the next puck drop. It is a 2-1 game, Carolina. Now New Jersey wins the faceoff. He finds Mercer. Mercer, got in motion, now finds Ocko, looks to Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen, right to her in the wing. Poked it out by Mark Meyer. Meyer sets to Hamilton. He will send a deep pass to Mercer. Mercer making his way, now finding Hamilton. Moves around inside of it to make a shot. Saved here by Anderson. Meyer goes right after him by the defender. And Brett Burns will take back to Slavin. Slavin for Ocko. Shot misses wide. Now it's back to Hamilton. He sets the Gishker. He looks to Dawson Mercer. Mercer rolls him down. Pat save, and this one gives to Ocko. He now finds Burns. Burns sets it over to Slavin. Slavin passes to Rantanen. And back to Hamilton it goes. Hamilton gives to Cotter this time. Short wing. Knows it. Goes down. And rebounded by Martindale. 11:25 remaining in the first period. They're still looking like they need to get this one goal in straight. Yeah, I do believe on you. I mean, really must have been like taking what it's going to happen. This is definitely like our biggest, hardest matchup that they've ever been doing for. Great stop by Markstrom. He'll cover an interval just about 11:10 remaining in the first. Biggest hit here for Carolina and for the Jersey Devils is still a 2-1 game as we're nearing the midway mark in the first. Now here's the net. Sets to Bratt this time. And Bratt is off to Jack Hughes. Hughes trying to get over it. Chatfield takes it back now, finds Taylor Hall. He'll set it to cut the enemy. Again to Blake. Blake shoots it. Safe play by Markstrom. And it's back to Hughes over again to Nemec. Nemec passes to Hughes. Hughes sets it back to Palat. Palat lost the puck. It's rebounded by Palat. One-timer puts in for Luke Hughes. This one denies by Eric Anderson. About 10:38 remaining in the first period. Still 2-1 game. A lot of time left. Now they're ready to take the next puck drop. It is still a 2-1 game here. A little tightness in the beginning, but there's a lot more work to be done. Golisevich shot. That's blocked up by Stahl. There's Bratt. Kicked out by Frederick Anderson. Augustus here now gives it over to Blake. Blake rushing in speed. Gives it to the enemy. Getting the enemy. That's stopped up by Pesky on the blade. And now it finds Bratt. Bratt in cutting down in. This one kicks it out. And Walker will have it in to give to Hall. Hall goes down. Mustaine takes it over. In the Carolina zone. Walker takes back to Rantanen. Rantanen makes his way for the other side zone. And Pesky will now have the chance to Kovacevic again to Mustaine. He went down and Rantanen shot saved by Markstrom. Rolls with the rebound here. Now back to Lazar. And it's now to Tar the other way. We'll give it back over now to Sebastian Ocko. Rebound in by the New Jersey Devils. Pesky trying to roll back. Clearly to take over it. Keep the puck in his own. And Walker takes it out. Now Rantanen will have his time to get into it. Bowls over to the wall. And Ala now have it again to Nozen. He's really whipped it up. I don't see what was the courtesy in the standard. Anderson's going to cover it up with only 9-10 remaining in the first. And now I have a little take into Ultra Beast for the status of Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes is one of our big takes on his playing career. Since when he started before playing to make his draft of NHL, he made in England, the Seattle Rebels of the Greater Toronto Hockey League. It's one of the few that he's applied to make the exceptional player status. He can be able to be entered the Canadian Hockey League team. A year early, after his application denied, he played for his final year at Toronto Marlboros, putting up 159 points. And then it was only that until this defeat his commitment to the U.S. national team development. He was keeping commitment and playing for us one of our better seasons, and I've been able to talk to him one of our best hits. He really does have the understanding until this one. It gives over with the Gamblers, and then 5 points to give him the 190 overall. Now he joins it with the team. He scores! Paul Carter! We are now tied on the 2 range. See ya! That's easier enough. Paul Carter was really giving this one a good string. That one was setting up a nice goal, and now we are tied for 2 to keep that one going in. I was really sure that this may have been a first part of the goal, but he was ever starting it off there. So the Devils are tied up with the Canes 2-2. There's only 8:34 remaining in the books. You know what I say now about Paul Carter? It was not even what he was making a do for. And that part of it, in the first goal, was a big standout that he does. And now, he really took all the line, and now he has done next stage. It's a big step up to his range to put it in. Now the win for the Devils on a shot saved by Frederick Anderson. Rebound by Kishker, and he has it over. Great stop play here by the defensive effort on the Canes. Here's the match. Mercer. Kishker. Hughes shoots. Save. Puts it in by Frederick Anderson. Hughes takes it over. And now rolls back to
assisted by number 13, Nico Kishker. And by number 11, Stefan Dozer. Seven goal, 11:26 remaining in the first period. Paul Carter, his first playoff goal, assisted by Nico Kishker. Stefan Dozer in the first period at 11:26 in the playoffs.
The pass to Kishker. Kishker rolls it into Meyer. Meyer shot saved by Frederick Anderson. 7:45 remaining in the first period. And this one goes back to the net. He finds Mercer. Mercer gets poked up over by the Jacob Slavin, and he passes deeply to Otto. Sets to Chatfield this time. And this one will be a stoppage and bounding as we have the icing, and it's off and out of here. I don't know what they did here. It looks like that must have been a stoppage, and it's going to be a wrapping by Meyer and Roslovich.
New Jersey penalty, number 28, 2 minutes for roughing. Carolina penalty, number 74, 2 minutes for roughing.
You're almost going to get whipped down for some reasons. So both teams are in the penalty box with a 5-minute roughing, and there will be still a 4-on-4 average here
Carolina,
as they
New
will
Jersey
start
penalty.
things off.
Both teams on roughing. Number 74 and number 28. Time penalty for both teams. 7:30 remaining in the first period. That's penalty for Carolina and New Jersey. Number 74, Jacob Slavin. And number 28, Timo Meyer. 2 minutes for both teams on roughing. Time penalty, 7:30 remaining in the first period of the playoffs.
Pass, broken in. And it now rolls back to Brett. You see, this action has almost been too closely. That one was no contest at all. Just for Bryant, setting a rebound by Sebastian Aho. With under 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Hughes sets to Bryant this time. He gets rolled in. No rebound by Gardashvili. He looks at Svechnikov. Good approach check here for the Devils. Now it's back over. Hamilton. Pass to Hughes this time. Roll the pass to Bratt. Bratt's shot has been knocked out by Gardashvili. 6:25 left to remain in the first period. He'll get ready for the next faceoff. And it's off to Hamilton. Hamilton. Pass back to Dillon. And it goes to Hughes. Hughes gets the pass to Hamilton. Hamilton. That rolls out too soon. And Dillon will take over. It's back to Kishker. Looks to Connor. Connor chance. Over to Connor 7. Saved by Anderson. 5:57 remaining in the first period. Only 27 seconds for a 4-on-4 advantage. The Devils wins the night faceoff. Kovacevic was broken up by Burns, and now Orlov is right into the Devils' territory. Here's Kovacevic. Breakaway change. Stop by Anderson. What a great chance here, but it just ticked off too soon. I don't know really well, but this was already been kept it out. Bob Connor. The give over to Kovacevic, saved by Anderson with 5:30 remaining in the first period. And now sending the other way, I will have is Ultra Beast. He'll be sending in for Sebastian Aho. Sebastian Aho is really one of the Finland main goals of his own series. The series was not really what they were commending to do for. And what he does for Sebastian Aho is when our big takes in, that he starts off to make his own Finnish ice hockey center guard that he goes for. And he was really giving all he did to have him known of his own take. It was Aho that was performantly playing with the Ola Carpenter in his Finnish SM Liga. And his debut on Carpenter during the 2013-14 season. And this draft came along, he wanted to see how he does. I'll find about Sebastian Aho here for this 30 minutes, one of his best takes in for one of the teams of the Kings. Back to you. Frederick Anderson will come right up with only 4:42 remaining in the first period. Now they're ready to take on with their next puck drop. Only the career status is putting in with a lot of big takes here for Jack Hughes and Sebastian Aho. They're really one of the big net guards that are just putting in with some heavy status. The Robertson finds Scottish here. That shot's blocked. Got fires a shot. This one misses. Shoots it, saved by Markstrom. And this one gets right to the net and got a play. A lot of time left in the period line. Both teams are tied for 2. Next goal will take the lead. And now the win. This one goes racing down after it. Dougie Hamilton on the pass to Bratt. Bratt sets the pass to Vermont. He takes a wipe down and a kick. Dylan. A gift to Bratt. Bratt looks to Hamilton. Hamilton's shot is being ticked off by Razovich. Rolling back in is Hughes, but Razovich takes back to Robinson. Robinson with the shot saved by Markstrom. 3:49 remaining in the first period. They'll have it up, covered in to get ready for their next puck drop. Still looking like a lot of time left is being played, but it's still not quite done yet for the first period as we are just nearing the first 3-minute mark in the first period. Now here's Pesci, sets to Cutter. Cutter, move around. This one stops. And Rantanen sets to Gardishfield. Here's a setup pass over to Jarvis. It rolls over now playing again to Nose. Nose. Roll past the Cutter. Shot saved by Frederick Anderson. Oh, wow, what a nice save that he's putting it in. Yeah, he did. Didn't realize that Frederick Anderson was really putting in with some pace. That's definitely a stop motion afterwards. Out of the net, Nozen. Nozen takes his place. Now the pass. All a shot saved by the Anderson. Waller has it again to Pesci. Holla. Over to Connor. Connor on the backhander. Stopped by Anderson. There's about 2:54 remaining in the first period. Still a tie game. And now they're ready to take on their next puck drop. Now here's the net. That shot, turned it over. And this one will now give it the other way to Stahl. Here's Svechnikov. Rolls it right toward wing. The net stops that puck. Rebound by Meyer. 2:39 left to remain in the first period. Nemec takes it over. Hughes sets to Mercer on a shot blocker save made by Frederick Anderson. Stahl takes it over. Now the Canes are back in the offense zone. Martin up to the skill here. Stahl, shot saved by Markstrom. 2:17 remaining in the first period. Both teams are top. Another win for New Jersey. Here's the net. He rolls it right toward the corner. And Luke Hughes will take his old place. Back to Kakienemy. Kakienemy rolls it back to Luke Hughes. And now he's ready into the lane. Now finds Dawson Mercer. Mercer toward Wayne. And that pass broken up and it will send back to the Devils territory.
Well, this is not a great pass on. You know, that's not when you're just changing it off to him. You don't do anything that's pretty, like, uncertainty. You just need to fix it right away.
Luke Hughes on a shot saved by Anderson. We're getting down a 90-second mark in the first period. Still a tie game. A lot of lines here. 94/90 for the passing effectiveness for the Canes. A shot misses wide. Anderson will cover it up with only 1:33 remaining in the first period. And now they're on to take the next puck drop. Devils still trying to find a way to get a lead off or take him back out. Now here's Rosevich. This one pokes it. Rosevich takes it over. Near the net, Markstrom will cover it up with only 1:19 remaining. Now they take his line as they're ready for their next puck drop with 1:19 to go. Now Hughes takes it to him, and as Hamilton will now try to give it to Brown. Justin Brown right to the corner. Just takes it over. Canes are back in the Devils territory. Good stuff by Markstrom. We will cover it in as we're nearing the final minute of the first period. And then we will head into the break and then we'll get back to the second period to get this thing started off. The Devils wins the faceoff. He finds Hamilton. He gives to Brad on his way down to Carolina territory. Brad. Nobody fouled. Wow, that one gets knocked over by Robinson. Jones takes it over. Fires it. Saved by Markstrom. Hughes trying to raffle it. Hamilton now finds Jack Hughes. He looks to Palat. Palat swings off the Brad. Here's a shot. What a save here by Frederick Anderson. And Sebastian Aguilar takes to Jarvis. Jarvis rolls back to Ola. Chatfield on a chance after a cut and bounty. He scores. Oh, what a slicking feed. That gives the Chatfield a first playoff goal. He really knocked that out.
All I know about this is Jalen Chatfield. That is the first playoff goal. He stuck it in to try to put it back up. And with nothing to take in, that's what happens with the Canes. They don't give anybody a better option. Unless he did, he has that first goal. Bumped it in and it passed by Markstrom.
As we're nearing down the end of the first period, under 30 seconds, 3-2's a score. Now
Carolina goal. His first goal of the score by number 5, Jalen Chatfield.
It's back to Jarvis.
He's assisted by number 7, Dimitri Orlov. And by number 24, Seth Jarvis. Top of the goal, 19:35 remaining in the first period. Jalen Chatfield, his first goal of the playoffs, assisted by Dimitri Orlov and Seth Jarvis in the first period, 19:35 in the playoffs.
Time running down, saved by Markstrom, and that will end the first period. 3-2 score, Carolina up by 1. We'll take a quick break and we'll get back for the second period after this. Welcome back, folks. We're ready to get started for the second period at the Prudential Center. The Rock is amazed, and this is a close game we have. All right, Life Ring, I know what you're looking for. Let me talk about yourself and see what happened with the first period.
So far, I've been really seeing things. There's a little smackdown in the ring, and sometimes I did not see anybody that could definitely try to keep things out. This one was a big attack, and I know that they're really doing hard work. It really says it for Devils and for the Canes. This was a hard matchup. Never really seen anything like this, especially the NJ Devil, who came here to watch these two guys perform on ice here. This is the biggest range, and he wants to salute for the crowd and try to rum it out.
Hughes scores! What a backhander! And that one will set up to 7 playoff goals to 8 goals in the playoffs. Oh my! Jack Hughes, how do you do that? It's what a backhander looks like, and this one will spend the assist. What happened here? You see, Jack Hughes is making his 2 goals in the playoffs in Game 3, and now he has 8. That's something that you did not see in the backhander beauty. That is really up in there, and that's a great goal to play in hand pass. So the Kings wins the faceoff, and it's now a tie game, 3-3. It is like a matchup here since we are not seeing anything more tonight. The first seed team was not even easy enough to do for, but the Devils really found themselves to make things clear right away. And they try to put for 3. That one lips it off, and back to Slavin to Blake. Here's Jackson Blake on the backhander, saved by Markshaw. 19:07 remaining in the second period, with 1 goal behind from the start of the second period. Jack Hughes looking for 9 playoff goals and 3 goals in the game to get his hat trick. As the win puts in for Hisker, here's Hamilton. A settler to Montas and Mercer.
Devils
As the pass
go!
broken in by Ola.
Playoff score by number
Goes right
86,
to the
Jack
bench. Did you see that? Yeah, I did. I really
This
did
is
see
by
that.
number
That was
18, Andre
walking to
Palat.
the bench.
And by number 5, Brendan Dillon.
Been
Time
shot.
to goal.
Wow.
26 seconds remaining in the second
Here's
period.
Meyer.
Jack Hughes with his 8th goal of the playoffs, assisted by Andre Palat and Brett Dillon in the second period at 26 seconds in the
Swinging it over,
playoffs.
now finding in the opposite side, and now finding Kakianami. Sheffield in the wing. In the Devils territory, he'll be slashed. That will be Hamilton's with his first penalty.
Penalty
kill
on New
the
Jersey, 2
Devils.
minutes for slashing.
Look at this happen here. This is not how you play this one. This is called a red hand. You know when you see that? That is a slash. That's an easy call for the referees. Penalty kills on the New Jersey Devils. This will be a penalty on 18:32 for Dougie Hamilton. And now the Kings are getting another power play to take a chance for the lead. The lead up is not always impossible. You got to just try to give all what you need to do. And if you don't play right, well,
Penalty on
you're
New
just
Jersey,
going to be
number
out of
7,
luck.
2 minutes for slushing.
Brozovic
Dominic
shot
Beldy,
off the goal
18:32
by
remaining in the
Marshall,
second period
and
of the
that will
playoffs.
clear it out.
The Devils penalty, Dougie Hamilton for a 2-minute slushing on number 7.
The
Dominic Beldy,
Hurricanes are back in
18:32
offense
remaining in
zone,
the second
trying to
period
pick up
of the
their own
playoffs.
run attack. Now here's Sebastian Aho. Sebastian Aho finds Seth Jarvis, looks to Rico Wednesday. Aho, cutting down in. What a stop by Markshaw. He really made all what he done. It wasn't easy enough, and he really took it in for gear. Now the Devils and the Canes are back and ready to take the next offense side. Just about 3-3 and only 1:35 for the Canes power play. The next sets to Pesky, and he will now find Bratt. Bratt, chance for a short-handed goal. Oh, what a stop by Anderson. He rolls it in, he makes a good catch, he'll stop it playing with only 17:56 in the second. And now they're ready to take on for the next puck drop. Now here's the win for Kekienemy. Lawrence will send it over to Hall. Hall inbounding, now finds Blake. Blake shot, stop made here by Markshaw, and it's rebounded by the Hurricanes. Eric Krala will be able to try to clear it out in the Cane zone. Hurricanes back in offense. Burns looks to pass to Blake. Blake pokes it up with the pass. Dillon takes it over. And he'll now find a pass over to Halla and looks over. Oh, what a slam down as Mercer goes down. Just about 50 seconds for the Canes power play as he passed to Hall. Hall shot saved by Markshaw. The rebound by Dillon looks to Kovacevic. Foul along the balls. The wall. Kovacevic goes down. The penalty's over. It'll now be a 4-on-4.
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Enemies delivers a truck cross-checking. Watch what happened here. That was a big off play here. This is what happened. You see that push? That's bad. That's bad news for Kakienemy. And now the Devils are going to get their power play once the 4-on-4 comes to the end. Now they're ready to take things on. Devils and the Canes still tied for 3. Looking for a leadoff here in the second period.
Carolina penalty number 82, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time penalty 17:08 remaining in the second period. Penalty on the Carolina Hurricanes, Jesper Kotkaniemi, number 82 for a 2-minute cross-checking. Time penalty 17:08 remaining in the second period of the
And then we'll
playoffs.
send it over to Jesper Bratt. And a send over to Jack Hughes. He made a spin around, and he went down. Oh, Rantanen on the breakaway chain, saved by Markstrom. What a great stop for the Devils. Hughes on his way down. And their team is done as they'll now take a chance for the power play to step in for the Devils as the man is already out of the penalty box for New Jersey. Sometimes you really don't have to play it afterwards. Sometimes you do have to play it afterwards. This is what happens with Jack Hughes. They really are like showing off how it's done. It's really not easy when you're just doing some timeline attacks. It really does pay it off the price. Now they're ready to take on for the next puck drop. 56/53 hits for the Canes. As now the Devils will get their power play advantage started. There's a shot chance for Luke Hughes, trying to go for the first goal in the playoffs. Meyer rebounds that puck back to Luke Hughes. Bratt shoots it! That blocks up by the Canes. Jarvis takes over, will dish out of his own. Now New Jersey will have their puck possession. Jesper Bratt to Hughes. Devils are back in the Canes territory. Knows it looking around. Walker takes it over. He'll fire that out. No offside. And he's pushed over as the man's all going to go out the blue line. And a saucer pass now finds it to nose in. Gives to Meyer. Here's Rico Hitchker. Rebound by Meyer. Jarvis takes it over. 30 seconds for the Devils power play. As Hughes loses his puck control and rebounded up by Meyer. Knows it. Spins across. Can't find anybody. Jalen Chatfield dumps the puck. Now the rebound by Meyer. Meyer sets to Luke Hughes. A sick feed to Palat. Palat shoots. Saved by Frederik Andersen. Kotkaniemi's penalty time's almost up. Jarvis cuts in motion. Hamilton takes it over. The Devils are unable to get their power play goal for the lead as the time's already been expired. Great job here, and they really are looking like a lot of Devils are just putting up some attacking. There's nobody that can try to keep things going. I see what the Canes are doing this, but they didn't really think it was not enough to beat the timing down. It really had to be like a sudden kill. Nobody's been tearing it out for us. Nobody. On a shot blocked up by the Palat defenseman. And Dougie Hamilton back to Jack Hughes. Fires that shot, saved by Markstrom. Now it's rebounded by Palat. Palat sets it back to Hamilton. And you'll now find Dawson Mercer. Mercer in the wing. Good poke check here for Burns. Mercer grabs it back. Burns goes down. Cleveland rebounds the puck. The rebound by Palat. Right to Connor. Shot stop made by Anderson. Looks to Hughes this time. Hamilton cutting and bounding. This one takes back. And now Burns will have it again to Rantanen. Rantanen looks over to Taylor Hall. Again to Jackson Blake. Here's Slavin. On Jack Hughes. Here's Blake. On a shot. Blocker save made by Markstrom. We passed the 15-minute mark in a second. And now the Devils will have their own advantage. Now finding Connor. Connor lost that one. Oh, the big hit here puts a stop here on the Devils. But Chatfield recovers the puck. Now here's Taylor Hall. He's right to her in the wing. Slips it through. Kovacevic back to Hamilton. And it's Sebastian Ago right to the corner. He goes down. Dougie Hamilton takes over. Now finding Kovacevic. It's over again at Hamilton. Looks to Mercer. Mercer couldn't get the puck back in. Andrei Svechnikov will find again to Chatfield as Carolina's back in offense in the New Jersey territory. Martinook rebound the puck. For another shot, it's blocked up by the Devils defenseman. Orlov's shot's blocked. Takes over. Martinook. Right to Ago. On the outside. On a shot made. Saved by Markstrom. 12:57 remaining in a second period. They'll cover it up with under 13 minutes. And now as they're ready to take a look at one of the play's opportunity, talking about Jacob Markstrom. Since after playing with the Calgary Flames, the contract has made, and he's looking to find his way through to try to shut things down. Now, I know what you're saying about Markstrom. He's really like one of the big defensemen here, with the Swedish ice hockey goaltender. He is 6 foot 6 inches, 207 pounds, and he was really picking his way through. And that went for Markstrom, 31st overall in the second round draft pick. It was one of our biggest concerns for Markstrom that he has previously been played for Panthers, Canucks, and the Flames. Really, I can definitely tell for Jacob Markstrom. He's always like dialed in for some reasons. And our special team has to be gathering all with one of our big plays here for Jacob Markstrom. He was really like giving everything what he got. A lot of save defensemen that he's been doing it for was not an easy chaining. I've really seen things that Markstrom could definitely try to keep all that range out. He was a better of the goaltender that he's been playing it for in an international play was from Sweden. And guess what he did? He played it with the four-nation face-off. He did so well. I mean, I love seeing him how he can play it for Team Sweden to make it happen. And the penalty is going to be on Carolina. That will be a tripping on Dylan Orlov.
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for tripping.
Dmitry Orlov was not picking up the right timing. And look what happened here. You see what this play goes? He knocks somebody over trying to make the shot, and this one is now a
It's time now for New Jersey Devils power play.
Carolina Canes in the penalty box. Devils will take their power play advantage if they get the power play goal for the lead.
Carolina penalty, number 7, 2 minutes for tripping. Salvation penalty, 12-17 remaining in the second period of the playoffs. That's a penalty on the Carolina Canes, Dmitry Orlov for a 2-minute tripping. Salvation penalty, 12-17 remaining in the second period of the playoffs.
It was not easy at all. Now the win for Carolina. Burns is right toward back behind the net. Clears it out. Timo Meier takes back to Nozin. Stefan Nozin in Wayne. In controlling now to Hischker. Jarvis takes it over. He'll clear it out. Back the other way. Here's Hughes. He sets it over now finding to Nozin. Nozin's right toward the wing. Entering the paint zone. That stop made by Burns. Burns. This one flies out. Rebound by Brett. Now it's back to Meier. Myers right toward the wing as they'll try to take advantage to make the play in. Anderson holds it up. Slavin takes it back. Sebastian Aho takes over. And that'll be it for the Devils penalty kill. They are already been expired, and there was a penalty that happened with the slash. This is not good. When you're not playing it so well, this is what happens, what causes something to happen. You don't play it like that. You're not doing it carefully. And that's going to be Hischker. He's in the penalty box. The Devils
Penalty on New Jersey, 2 minutes for slashing.
As will now be a 4-on-4. And now let's have a look at the other side of the goaltender, as Frederick Andersen is one of the Danish professional ice hockey goaltenders. He previously played with
Penalty on
the
New Jersey,
teams,
number
and this
13,
is
2
what
minutes for
happens
slashing.
with
Top of the penalty, 11:25 remaining into the second period of the playoffs. That's a penalty on New Jersey, Hugo Hischker, number 13, for a 2-minute slashing. Top of the penalty, 11:25 remaining in the second period of the
with his
playoffs.
7th round pick of 187 play. And with that being said, he is
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for slashing.
Do you see that happen? Jordan Stahl really made a slashing. It looks like they're going to keep the penalty alive for the Devils. Yikes. Well, the 4-on-4 will not matter, as now 4-on-3 for the Devils, as this will keep things alive to get right into the action. With 33
Penalty on
seconds
Carolina,
left
number
remaining,
11, 2 minutes for slashing. Simon penalty, 10:50 remaining in the second period of the playoffs. That's a penalty on Carolina. Jordan Stahl, number 11, for a 2-minute slashing. Simon penalty, 10:50 remaining in the second period of the playoffs.
Chance for the lead in play, saved by Anderson. Just 15 seconds remaining for the 4-on-3 for the Devils, and nearing the midway mark in the second, we are still tied. Now the win for the Devils. Here's Palat finding Brad. Brad's shot. Bad save by Anderson. Now Goddess here will clear it out. Time is winding down. And that won't matter because the Canes will keep things alive and back to a 4-on-4 play. And now the Canes and the Devils are still back in action. One man's out. Other guys are still in the penalty box. Rantanen. Now looking for the loose puck. Luke Hughes got the puck. And it's off to Palat. Palat passes over. Luke Hughes right toward Wayne. Passes back to Palat. Over to Brett Shot. Oh, what a save by Anderson. What a great catch he made. And he will stop him playing action as under a midway mark in the period. Now I know what you're saying down there, like Wayne. The one thing that comes with this one, before playing with the NHL, he has played in the Super Sling and the Elster in the top leagues in Denmark and Sweden. He was respectively and was the first Danish player to be born to play in the NHL. Do you think that Frederik Andersen has a lot of great takes better than Svechnikov because he was a substitute last time?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, really what's been saying that the Danish player has to be all for him. Frederik Andersen's really like all that he can definitely do for. And what I notice is he's really like self-and-kind, being born in wild. He really has to be like what they take in. I mean, that's what they have to do for him. And seeing Red is better than others. And from the Storm, it doesn't make anything matter. But all I can say is that Frederik Andersen is one of our kind. I love seeing this. I'm hoping that the next season might be for him.
Back to Hamilton. Looks to Palat on the shot. Stop with a pad. And now take us right to the full strength as both team players are out of the penalty box back to even strength.
Well, it seemed like it was really like not always playing optimally. I know what you're thinking here, Meatphone, but it was not the choice that they've done for.
Here's Palat. The breakaway chain's on. In the front. Stopped by Anderson. Blocked a shot. Rebounded up by Goddess there and slamming back to Rantanen.
Oh my. It was really like close enough. I don't believe that this may have been like, wow. Big times roll. That's just unbelievable.
Mikko Rantanen on the pass. That one clears it up and right to the Kane zone. Now it's Slavin. 8 minutes remaining in the second period as he'll give it to Rantanen. Burns in the wing. The pass shot blocked up by Jack Hughes. Now Hamilton trying to sliver the move. He will find the pass over to Cotter. Cotter takes a swing piece of it as Burns takes him down. Another hit for the Canes and the Devils. Same play by Anderson. Stoll takes it over. 7:30 remaining in the second. And Jack Hughes will cover things up. Just around the boards and out of the zone. Cotter takes it up. Glove saved by Anderson. He will cover things up to get ready for a next puck drop. Now they're ready to take the next puck drop. 3:21 over 3:19 for the time on attack on the Devils. Now the win for the Devils. That's stopped by Anderson. And Dougie Hamilton loses his helmet. He's going to rush in for the bench. Dougie Enemy sets the hole. Big save by Mark Shaw.
Oh, the fans are really not liking this play. I think that was supposed to have been what happened with someone for Taylor Hall. He's really been like kept on the bunch.
Goddess here takes over. The spin move now finds over to Taylor Hall. It's back to Walker. Walker lost that one. Rebounded by Kovacevic. And Brett Dillon will send it up over into the Carolina territory to Bistain. Bistain loses it. Rebounded by Blake. Blake sets to Taylor Hall. 2-on-2. Got the enemy, takes things up. Shot saved by Markstrom. Great stopping advantage for the Devils as they will keep him out of play in to bring time down to 6:26.
I got bad news for Dougie Hamilton. He is a little bit whipped it up and he has knocked his helmet that is going to hurt. He's definitely rushing it quickly. He needs to get somebody else here, and the coaches are explaining him, get him out of the ice. Gotta go. We'll wait for the news update here for Dougie Hamilton as he's right now in the medical room. We'll find out and see what's going on in front of center ice. Kovacevic sets to Vasey. Looks at Tatar. Shot. Misses wide. And it goes right to Goddard. And he now finds the Aho. Sebastian Aho. Good poke check here for Kovacevic as Tatar will give it over right to the wing. New Jersey's back in offense zone as Gilden sets over to Tatar. Tatar goes down. Hughes takes over. Jack Hughes finds Kovacevic. That one dips out. Volant stays his own out. Will dump in his own. And a rebound by the Devils. Jack Hughes sets to the net. Aho takes it back. Now finds Rantanen. Clears his own in the Devils territory. Luke Hughes will have his own chance. Now finding Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt rebounds that puck. Now finding the net. Volant. Pass to Luke Jack Hughes for three is stopped by Frederick Anderson. Here's Jesper Bratt. Blocked the shot. Rebounded it. That one stays out wide. Jack Hughes pull out shot. Saved by Anderson. What a great cover in. And he holds it in with only 5:12 remaining. That didn't seem like it was going to be already been taken in. That was really tough to play for. You know how hard it could be a rebound? Anybody can. Stahl wins the face-off as Slavin sets the Burns. Down to 5 minutes in the second period as Martinook is in the Devils territory. This one sets back to Luke Hughes, and 6 is over to Connor. Deeps the zone out. Here's Slavin. Slavin sets to Martinook. Martinook's right toward wing. Move around shot, saved by Markstrom. And here's Eric Holla. Keeps his zone, clears it out. Now a rebound by Chatfield. Chatfield trying to watch carefully here. As Orlov will have his own chance back to Joust. Up into the net. Luke Hughes will send it over to Eric Holla. He sets to Nose. Now Cotter will take his own change. And this one will clear his zone out around the net and nobody open here. Cotter lost that one. Anderson will cover it up. Just about 4:11 to go in the second. As you may have noticed, for Adam Katz is in the commissionary for returning into VidCon. And if you're looking forward into Anaheim, stop by and you will able to have a chance to see him here in the VidCon panel. It's one of our big, and it's for fun, and it's for everyone who wants to come in to enjoy the moment and for relief. That'll be the next take. Join us here for VidCon in Anaheim on 19th and the 21st. And if you have already missed that one, Jack and Jello, he also did make his way in. So if you stop on that side, you will see him too. Get your tickets now here at vidcon.com to join in for the fun. Meet creators, enjoy the panel, and many more at vidcon.com. And perhaps it's not sponsored in this video. Not really. Now Mercer will send it over right toward the wing. And that one broke in. Pesky. Shot stopped by Anderson. Almost took it in with the lead off, but Frederick Anderson timed it right. Yeah, he did. I mean, I was really noticing that he really was timing it quickly. Did he really see it going? I don't think so. That's the win for Gishker. This one sets it over, now finding the Joust. And here's Goddard. Seth Jarvis back on ice. Race on the attacker, finding Walker's shot, blocked it up and saved again by Mark Shore. Nico Rantanen stuck in corner. Rebounded here by the Canes as Aho takes it. Chops it up, now finds Timo Meyer. Meyer right toward the pass to Dawson Mercer. Here's the cut in motion. Oh, what a stop by Anderson! Jack Hughes went down. And Aho sets the plate. Canes are back in offense zone. Taylor Hall's shots blocker saved me by Jacob Marshall.
Blake. Good stop here, and Palat will dish it out. 2:30 remaining in the second period as this one goes back to Palat. Trying to find an attacker going in. Luke Hughes loses his puck. Tries to regroup. Nemec takes it over. Hughes takes it out. Looks to Brett. On the pass, Palat shot. Save made by Anderson. Kakienemy takes things over. Nemec takes over to Brett. And it's back to Blake. Blake shoots, saved by Markstrom. Battle for the rebound. Kicked out by Markstrom. Blake shots blocked. Rebound by Brett. It's back over now to Palat. And it's over to Hughes this time. Hughes right toward Wayne, saved by Anderson. 1:44 remaining in the second period. This is like a tightest game here. I don't know what they did now, but this is the biggest game and a tight competition. I think this is a rival matchup, I believe. That'll win for the Canes. Burns will take things over on a pass to Svechnikov. Svechnikov looks to Marino. That poked it out. Dylan takes out. Here's a shot. Blocked it up. Goaltender has nowhere where it went. Arala takes things out. Past the 92nd in the second. That misses wide for Eric Halla. Nosen takes it over. And a rebound by Paul Cotter. Nosen inside. A big save puts it in by Anderson. Dylan. Kovacevic shoots inside the zone. Saved by Anderson. Nosen. Kicks this over. Slavin clears it out. Down to a final minute in the second period as Burns is right in
1
the
minute
range.
remaining in the period.
And Stahl shots blocked. Dylan takes over. Jarvis loses the puck, and a delay penalty is going to be on Halla for the Devils. Not so playing afterward. I mean, that is not playing when you're doing this on a good take. That's a bad idea. You can't play like that.
Penalty on New Jersey,
Devils.
2 minutes for slashing.
There'll be a 2-minute slashing on Eric Halla, number 56. The Canes are back into a power play standing as right now we're under a minute remaining, a second. Sometimes you just don't have to play it like oftenly. And what they don't know.
Penalty on New Jersey, number 56, 2 minutes for slashing. Jumping penalty, 56 seconds in the second period of the playoffs. That's a penalty for New Jersey. Eric Halla, number 56, for a 2-minute slashing. Jumping penalty, 56 seconds remaining in the second period of the playoffs.
Here in the second period. Roslovic got his spear, fires it, saved by Markstrom. Back to Jarvis. 30 seconds in the second period. That misses. Oh, it hit the goalpost. That one stays outside. Lazar will now go over the other way, and he will clear it out. Just 20 seconds in the second period as Roslovic will send it to Aho. Jarvis sets the pass to Rantanen. Rolls it in. Stays out. Stopped by Markstrom. Last hope. Misses wide. And they'll keep the power play on as we come down to the end of the second period, and they'll be back to resume the play in the third period. It's a tie game, 3-3, Devils and Canes. But who will get a next goal in? Find out after the break. You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs of NHL 25
Penalty on New Jersey, 2
EA
minutes
Sports.
for cross-checking.
Welcome back. Third period. Both teams tied as a man advantage will still be out here. And this will be on the Kings to see what goes on. Let's hope there is a win for Eddie. Burns grabs his rebound, and this will start off with Sebastian Aho as over now to Jarvis. This is the longest play action going, and we've seen so many offensive ability that they've been doing it for. Now they've really been picked it up. How do you think that this happened with the only segment that most people have been trying to do to get their own save out of it? Well, this really must have been like a hard cue to see, and they really must have maintained it strong. I've never seen anything like that was going to happen. They've really been prepped it up for a lifetime. And I noticed that before, you might have the ability to just get over right to her when you can. It's not really easy, but it's really kind of like hard enough when you do for it. But until then, you'll just have to try to see if you can try to win this game or not.
This is the biggest, longest lifetime. As he'll clear it out, 19:15 remaining in the third period. Using our chance here for the Canes. Now Burns has that puck in. Ryan Group, Burns and Bounty. Rankin shoots, saved by Mark Shaw. Pass back to Otto. A chance to Jarvis. Covered up by Mark Shaw. What a great save as he'll stop it in with 18:56. Over now, I do have an update for Ultra Beast as now Dougie Hamilton. What's your take, Ultra?
Thanks, folks. I was talking in one of the medical rooms. With all this frustration, the last part of the play was a knockdown. He knocked his head off, and this was the big, serious issue, and he was really racing it in. He was not looking very too well, and he's uncomfortable to play back out there, so he's unable to return for the third period. This will be the end of his night, so he's not going to be looking forward into this one. Back to you, D'Amico.
All right, thank you so much. We wish for a speedy recovery for Dougie Hamilton. And it's been only 2 periods that he has been finished, but the third period won't be lasting that long. Yeah, it's kind of like very sad enough. I mean, what they really did now, he did really well. I mean, I can't even say now, this is what he really did onto his own take. Shot, stop by Mark Shaw. What a great take for the Canes. He makes another shot on goal, and it'll be a delayed penalty upcoming on the Devils. That'll be Luke Hughes on a cross-checking.
Penalty on New Jersey. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Luke Hughes is not really happy at all. You know, he's battling on Kakianami, and he really knocked him over. He really didn't think that it was going to happen. That coach was definitely in blind control. He's not really looking very well afterwards. Another penalty kill for the Devils. And now the Canes will get to another power play with only 18:07 in the third. They're really have been bumped out already. They're not really like just playing it so well.
Penalty on New Jersey, number 43. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time and penalty, 18:11 remaining in the third period of the playoffs. That's a Jersey penalty. Luke Hughes, number 43, for a 2-minute cross-checking. Time and penalty, 18:11 remaining in the third period of the playoffs.
What amazing credit that Seth Jarvis gets a power play goal. And now the lead, 4-3. And now I know about now, that's his 4th playoff goal that he ever achieved it in. And he's really like getting all over this time. Pass to Bergstrom was not always the take when he wanted to. And he really slicked it so well. That's a coincidence. So the power play goal puts in for the Canes as they're up by 1. Looks like they wanted to get into the series 2-1, but it may not be that late until they do so. This has been like a struggling
Carolina goal, his 4th goal of the playoffs. First goal of the game, scored on the power play, number 24, Seth Jarvis. Team unassisted in the third period. Time and a goal for the Carolina power play, 2:08 remaining in the third period. That's Seth Jarvis on a power play goal, his 4th for the playoffs unassisted. At 2:08 in the third period for the Carolina Hurricanes power play in the playoffs.
Otto wins the faceoff as Slavin will send over now to Burns. Burns pass to Otto. Here's Mikko Rantanen. On a set pass to Slavin. Broken a stick lift here as Dylan will take to Palat. Palat tried to wing finding Jack Hughes. Lost the puck control and now it's Mikko Rantanen. Into the wing. Slides it for a shot. Stopped by Markstrom. Rantanen sets the pass back to Otto. And Orlov went down. Here's Rantanen. Shoots save made by Markstrom. Lotta gets to the Devils. Block a shot. Rebound by Jarvis. He scores! That's 5 in a row for Seth Jarvis. Now there was no really progressive. There's nobody over in the offensive zone. And Markstrom's definitely denying this effort. This is not what he's going for, but he went for the rebound. Now the Raleigh, North Carolina Storm team are really coming back in. They really knocked it out really big. Carolina up by 2, and with only 17 minutes in the third, they still have plenty of time. Not down to the wire, but still plenty of time. Here's Andre Palat, moves it over on a shot racing bounding, stopped by Frederick Anderson, and the rebound by Kovacevic. Hughes shoots off the face pass, rebound by Palat. That's another big save for Frederick Anderson.
Here's Skier, shots blocked. Going for three, they won't pick it up. Kovacevic right with the rebound again to Dillon. They'll set to Brett this time.
Carolina goal, his fifth goal of the playoffs. Score unassisted by number 24, Seth Jarvis. Dominic goal, 3 minutes remaining in the third period. That's Seth Jarvis, his fifth goal in the playoffs, score unassisted at 3 minutes in the third period of the playoffs.
Back behind the net is Dillon. He sets to Nosen. Nosen taking his time. He will fire it around the net. Now the rebound by Gottesbeer looks to Walker. Walker took a little bit down and right toward the wing. As he sets the rebound, finding Robinson, he'll have a chance. Shoots, close save by Markstrom. Markstrom's going to hang on with only 15:57 in the third period. With our next game, guys, don't miss out. The late news of the game. We have 2 games that will be on NBA, starting at 7 p.m. And then the other game will start at 10 p.m. as this will be a coast-to-coast on their zone. With Game 4, 10 p.m. coverage game of the night of the Kings and the Warriors. That will be the next game here after the coverage of the Avalanche against the Stars. And then at 7 p.m. will be a big rain in as the Celtics will play against the Magic. And now they're ready to take the next puck drop. Doubles are still trying to get things back to work. And with only 15:40 remaining, here's Burns is set to Blake. Blake straight toward Wayne. Stick lifted, rebound by Kovacevic. Nosen takes it over. He'll fire that one up and around the net. Rebound by Burns. And Slavin will take it over. It's back to Blake. Back to Burns. Looks to Slavin. Goes down. The net takes over. Now playing to Nosen. Nosen sets to Holla. Holla move around in the middle. He took it over. Big stop by Frederick Anderson. Oh, that was a lucky play afterwards. The Devils are trying to get their goal back down by 1. Yeah, I wasn't really sure that this was going to make it in. That one was a stepped on. Timo Meier. In toward the zone. Pat save. He scores! Nico Fisker. The captain gets another goal as they're down by 1. That's 2 goals for Nico Fisker. And this rebound was off the Frederick Anderson. He took that back. There was no stopping. Marshall with a big break for Timo Meier. He was right toward the goaltender, and with his shot, saved, but the rebound puts in by Nico Fisker. He took that like nice play. The Devils are down by 1. It is a clearly close and intense game of this matchup in the Eastern Conference. The second versus the third seed. I was never seeing it like this before, but you know how it happens? It gets really tight. It does so. I mean, they really been like, keep it all on in there, just keep on passing around. You know, it was nothing but they did for them. Now the rebounding Wayne puts in for Jack Luke-Hughes as he steps to the net, and he'll give it to Mercer. Mercer's right toward the wing.
Devils go!
Paco right toward Wayne, back to Burns, and a set pass to Jarvis. 14:30 remaining in the third period.
This is by number 28, Timo Meier. And by number 43, Luke Hughes. Dominic goal, 5:10 remaining in the third period of the playoffs. Nico Fisker, his second goal of the playoffs, assisted by Timo Meier and Luke Hughes in the third period at 5:10 in the playoffs.
Now the win, here's the net. A set pass to Dawson Mercer. Mercer's right toward the wing. It's back to Burns. And a give over to Slavin. Oh, pumped it with the hit by Fisker. Mercer tries an angle, and that shot is blocked off by the skater. Mercer sets in the net, shoots it for a save play and bounding. Rebound by Timo Meier. It's back to Mercer. For a chance, stopped by Anderson. 13:57 remaining in the third period. Neither teams are getting set, ready for a next puck drop. It is a tight game, 5-4. Now the win for Carolina. Gives a set to Chatfield, and he'll race over to Mikko Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen on a chance to pull out. Looks it over, now finding to Pratt. And here's the take. Shoots it, saved by Frederick Anderson. Here's Sebastian Aho. Goes down, Brad takes over. Here's Rantanen. Easy patch save by Markstrom. He'll cover it up with only 13:25 remaining in the third. Now the both teams are set, ready for our next puck drop. The win for Stahl. Here's Chatfield, left saved by Markstrom. A lot of take-in plays action here. The Devils are still trying to get a winning series to beat the Hurricanes, the defending champion of the NHL 24 on EA Sports. But this might not be the day if they want to keep knocking them out. This one sticks out the saucer pass. Stahl looks to Orlov. Orlov pass to Svechnikov. Shoots save by Markstrom. 13:10 remaining in the third period. Hurricanes still battling out of luck. And now they're ready. 91/88 still in the passing effectiveness. The win for Jordan Stahl. A shot. It's stopped by Markstrom this time with only 20 seconds on the full pressure for Carolina. Now folks, if you're ready to join us for this part, you will love this too, as you're currently invited with the party crew. The new skit is back in town, as we have the party freakout. That's going to be all the eating games round, and we love to see what goes in with some amazing skill. Join in for the fun while Clover and Chris are outside in New York City to get ready for the Object Show Tour. Don't miss out your next skit starting on July 13th, and the vlog will be uploaded after the skit, only on Son of Beast.
I saw him limping, and this one may have been just like how bad it went. This really was knockoff, as Kovacevic is finished.
So the win for Jordan Stahl. He looks over to Martin. Another Devils player goes down, as we have two players in the medical room. Timo W. Hamilton and Jonathan Kovacevic. I meant. Sorry. And a shot off the face mask by Frederick Anderson. Rebound by Dawson Mercer. Trying to get a tie game for our Devils. Chatfield takes it over. Back to Stahl. And now Stahl will take his chance in the wing. This one misses out. Doing Stahl. Fouling for the loose puck. In corner range. The rebound puts in by Rantanen. Herb shoots it. Redirect wide, and it's rebound by Mercer. Mercer sets over again to Dillon. Dillon to Mercer. Mercer saucer pass to Gishker. Gishker trying to make his way through. Pass to Meyer. Meyer shot saved by Anderson. He looks to Mikko Rantanen. Now it's Burns right to the wing. Steps to Jarvis. Now finding Orlov. And that one stops up by Dillon. Dillon, fouling for the loose puck, sets over to the net. And he looks over to Gishker. Gishker makes his way through Mercer. Dawson Mercer lost his control effort, now finding Gishker. Sauces over to the net. Got redirected, stopped by Anderson. 11:38 remaining in the third period. We are still on a 1-point possession game. Now folks, I will be able to join in for our next part of the game here for later. That'll be at 7 p.m. So the Boston Celtics and the Magic are going to be the next ones in. So I will be joining in with my commentators and the support. And I will be Terry Crews, and he's also along with the other two, as this time it will be Nickel, and I will be the third commentaries to bring in. So be sure to stop in by for the 7 p.m. game. That'll be next on Son of Beast. We'll have a double header for tonight, as you'll have the NBA and NHL crossover. I can't wait to see what's going on with that first round pick. I think that's going to be an exciting one. 3-0 series is the Boston Celtics, and if they win, they're going to be moving on to the second round. Right shot, redirect wide, and has Hughes with the rebound. Off to the net, fires it. That's blocked up by Hall. Taylor Hall will clear it out. And the rebound by Dillon. Dillon sets the pass to Bratt. Bratt pass to Palat. Palat rebounds the puck. Sets to Bratt. Shoots it, saved by Anderson. Nearing the midway mark in the third. 5-4 still a content score. enemy wins the faceoff. And Burns is right toward way. Pushes down, Connor, knows it, he scores! Winning time! It's a 5-5 lead in game 3. I know it's coming! It's nosing! Stefan really wanted to wait there, and he did! That's his first playoff goal! He took it to tie that one up, and he really dominated the effort. You see how that pass puts it in? That's when he was making it in to Stefan Nosen. Great pass play for the Devils. This is going to be the wildest game of the night.
Indeed so.
And as now the tie game is picking to 5, only 10:30 remaining in the third period. They are still working its way on board. Indeed so. I think we're making it overtime. Don't you think?
Well, might be.
I'm not sure what's going to happen with this game, so we're going to have to find out soon. Okay, I'll just hold on tight for you. Shane's on his sphere. Right to Ray, now finds in the Hall. The shot's blocked up. Great take in for the Devils as Nosen sets back to Holla. Holla rolls it over, now finding to Cotter. Cotter pushes it over, now we'll kick it out of here to Stefan Nosen. Nosen lost that puck, rebound by Nosen. Nemec loses the effort. The rebound by Roslovich. Hurricanes back in offense. This will dump the zone in. And a rebound by Cutter.
Number 11, Stefan
Cutter trying to battle
Nosen.
for the loose puck.
Is assisted by number 47, Paul
Now
Cotter.
it's over to Dawson
Time to goal,
Mercer.
9:30 remaining in the third period.
Mercer.
Stefan Nosen has scored a goal in the playoffs,
territory.
assisted by Paul Cotter.
Mercer.
At 9:30 in the
Saved
third
by
period of the
Anderson.
playoffs.
We passed the midway mark in the third, and they'll be ready for our next face-off coming up. 8:30 p.m. will be Son of Beast as he's along with the other commentary support with Silver Spoon, and the third commentary will be all for anything, as this will be Zone Troop. As this one will be the next part of the game to get ready to get this thing started later tonight at 8:30 p.m. Don't miss your chance for the next game. And they're going to have to count with a no goal. Let's see what the referee says. So that'll be the next game at 8:30, only on Son of Beast. Did you see how it happened? Let's see what he did. It seemed like he was pushing. Let's watch one more time. With that goal, let's see. Oh, I think that must have been on here. We'll have to wait and see. And they did. They did confirm it, and that was the goaltender interference. So no goal for the Carolina Hurricanes as that play is still alive for the Devils. Great stop by Marshall. He sets the Kisker. Kisker. And Goddespear rolls that one out. The rebound by Mikko Rantanen. He sets to Jarvis. Fires it shot. Saved by Marshall. It's rebound by Otto. Jarvis right toward Wayne. Kicks that up. Walker shot. Pit pass saved by Marshall. Quebec now moves it in. And there'll be a penalty on that Carolina. That's going to be a 2-minute cross-checking. And Mikko Rantanen is in the penalty box.
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
So long, sir. And what happened in this play is not easy. You don't play it like that, that's going to hurt. It's time now for the New Jersey Devils power play. Devils back to the power play position. Still a tie game with 8:43 remaining in the third.
Penalty on Carolina, number 96, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time and penalty, 8:49 remaining in the third period of the playoffs. That's a penalty on Carolina. Mikko Rantanen, number 96, for a 2-minute cross-checking. Time and penalty, 8:49 remaining in the third period of the playoffs.
To opt it out. You remember seeing this for the game of the night as the Devils already won in overtime against the Kraken, and then the regular season. This is what happened to this. This is what happens over the Pittsburgh Penguins by Sidney Crosby. And that win wasn't even easy enough that they really changed it up. Yeah, it's been a big mess afterward. I mean, they've really been like stoked out. Sometimes you don't make the reason in there with some choice. You just need to get all your better instructed to do so. That's definitely one of our biggest line attacks. This is really like one by one. All 4 players opted in for the better knockout. Saved by Anderson. Stopped it in play. Poked it out by the goaltender. And he'll dump the puck in the Devils' territory. 8 minutes remaining in the third, and now Hughes will take it over. Has it to Gishker. And a set-off pass to Meyer. Meyer loses that puck. Rebound by Meyer. A send pass to Gishker. Gishker sets to Cotter. Cotter's shots blocked up by Sleeven. He goes down. Cotter takes over. A shot saved by Frederick Anderson. 7:30 to go in the third period. Now Luke Hughes will send a new group here to Timo Meyer. Meyer lost down. Great shutdown for Sleeven. And it's rebound by Sebastian Aho. Slicks it out. New Jersey back in offense. The set deep pass to Mercer. Looks to Meyer. 30 seconds left for the Devils. Power play. He sets to Connor. Here's a shot saved by Frederick Anderson. Kicks it over right toward the wing. Connor. Pass to Hughes. Here's the Meyer shot blocked. Rebounded in. Picked out by Frederick Anderson. Aho will send it out of the zone. Meyer takes it in. Mercer. Shoot save by Anderson. Down to 9 seconds for the Devils power play.
This is one of the big kickouts. Look at this play here. That's what's Frederick Anderson. He's really like picking things up. Not sure what he's going to do, but he just found a way to get this thing covered in. That's a wild save for the Canes.
A lot on the line here as their both teams are tied up for 5, but the leadoff might be for a 1-6-3. Now the wing for the Devils. Fires a shot saved by Anderson. Just 6 seconds. Time is running down for the Devils. They still need to find one. 91 and 89. Close condensed game here and the passing effectiveness. One last time. Meyer, Hughes shoots, saved by Anderson. And that will end the power play for the Devils as the full pressure comes off.
Well, it didn't do what matters, but Frederick Anderson was a wild save. You see how it happens? That's a companion. He's really like keeping it up. I wouldn't believe anybody would do that, but that one really went wicked wide. That was really an intense match for Frederick Anderson. He's like covered up, just like Jacob Markstrom.
6:20 remaining in the third period. No power play goal for the second time for the Devils as they're still locked up for 5. Jordan Stahl wins the faceoff. Guidance Spear looks to Svechnikov. Still a close call, but it looks like the head coach for the Canes is not happy with the behavior. This would have been like another penalty kill. Guidance Spear looks to Stahl. 6 minutes remaining in the third. Inbounding, stopped by Markstrom, and rebound by Nemec. Here's Andre Palat. It's back to Goddesfield. Rebound by Palat. Canes on full pressure. Jordan Stahl in wing. Behind the net. Oh, shoots saved by Markstrom. Goddesfield. Blake shoots. Stopping on the blocker by Markstrom. The rebound puts in for the Devils. Nemec will handle it over. On his way down to the Canes zone. Carolina back in offense as Walker will set the stall. Stopping in on Hall. Hall shoots, saved by Markstrom. And Nozin will set to Pesky again to Cotter. The Devils are back in offense zone. Pick up another attack by Hall. It's rebounded by Hall. Jackson Blake will take things over, kicks the puck zone, and back to Eric Hall. Oh, he just went into the visitor's bench. That is almost went badly. And Pat saved by Markstrom. Wow, I would never believe that. That was unbreakable. It's takeable. It's definitely like unbeatable that they're doing it for. They did not seem to care for that at all. You see one in the home bench, but now the Devils player goes right into the visitor's bench. That's going to make him trip and slow down. Aldo finding Rantanen. Goes down, got it with the rebound, now finds Nozin. We are under 5 minutes in the third, presented by Discover. Nozin with the rebound, finding Hishker. A pass in the back. Over to Hishker. That blocks a shot. Nozin takes it out, spills away. Chatfield takes it out. The rebound by Jarvis. Jarvis. Shot saved by Markstrom. And a rebound by Jarvis. Looks to Orlov. Stick lifted, and Dawson Mercer will take it to Meyer. Meyer sets to Mercer. Mercer Rolls in deep. And a save by Anderson. Rolls to Mercer this time. And we'll kick it out. Rebound by Otto. And back to Nico Rantanen. Rantanen slicks to Jarvis. He goes down. Rantanen shot. Rebounded in. Saved by Markstrom. No penalty on Carolina. Isker takes things up and back to the Tar. Well, you see with the Devils cut coach, they're really like, you need to get out of here. We have to play it long, so you have to keep moving the puck in. If you don't move right, you're not going to go for the success. With the too much timing, here's Burns. Burns sets to Otto. This time right toward Wayne Kotkaniemi. Nemec right toward the back of the net, and it's back to Luke Hughes again at the Tar. Tatar dumps the puck. The rebound by Slavin as the Canes are back in offense in the New Jersey territory by Burns. Sets to Alco. Alco went swift in the whip. And it's back to Luke Hughes this time. Lazar sets to Bastain. Dumps it in. Hurricanes back in offense zone as Burns will try to gravel it for another. Slavin sets to Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi finds Sebastian Aho. Aho, hope to check. Palat takes over. Now the pass to Meyer. Went down, watch for offside. Good hold up here as Palat will give it back to Hughes. And Hughes went down. Hughes, Palat, stopped by Anderson. Burns takes it back and back to Hall. My goodness, that was unbeatable what they're doing on the Battle Chaos in the goaltender zone. That's really like, my goodness. That is a lot of crucial on the Chaos one. It's beatable on that. 2 minutes remaining in the third as they're now trying to give over. Svechnikov running right toward Wayne. And now there's another booing going on here. One for Hall and one for Svechnikov. Rantanen, Hall, Olaf shot, blocked it up by the Devils. Dawson Mercer. It's back to Orlov. Orlov in wing. Passes up. Mercer takes back to the neck and back to Bratt. Bratt. Martin takes over, now finding Orlov. Orlov back to Hall. Hall sets the Kotkaniemi for two to the lead. Stop by Markstrom. 1:18 left in the third, and they are still tied for 5. But now it's time to check who had a better play of the night for Ultra Beats. Well, folks, I gotta say now, the one take that you do for, it's for Timo Meyer. He was really like giving a good set on the big break drive, and this rebound must take things in. It was nothing that settles things down with some big ring and a save and puts it in. It was not really what they all
Penalty on
expected.
Carolina. 2 minutes
This
to
is
first
one of the
checking.
biggest, intense game. No one has ever played it like that. That's my take here, guys. It's time now for the New Jersey Devils power play. Carolina, Jackson Blake in the penalty box for a 2-minute cross-checking. This could go for the lead for the New Jersey Devils if they get a goal for the power play. Stahl wins the face-off. Frederick Anderson will get back to Chatfield. They're down to
1 minute remaining in
the third period.
Penalty on Carolina, number 53. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time penalty, 1:06 remaining in the third period. That's a penalty on Carolina. Jackson Blake, number 53, for a 2-minute cross-checking. Time penalty, 1:06 remaining in the third period of the playoffs.
Nose in right toward Wade. Here's Gisker. Chatfield takes it out, and he'll dump it in his zone. Lucas will settle it in, and this time it's right back the other way. Oh, he must have hit the glass right toward the crowd. Watch out. How that one really hit. Unbelievable. But the stopping play gets a new replacement for the glass. Yikes. Now it's settling in the Devils territory as the glass is replaced in, and now ready for our next face-off. Now the win was in for Dawson Meyer, and now Palat sending it over. Under 30 seconds remaining. Here's Palat. Shot! Over the net! That stays out by Frederick Anderson. Seth Jarvis down to 18 seconds remaining. And it goes right into the net and right to the bench. That's a big knockoff. Paul Connor down to 10 seconds. Should save by Anderson. Down to 7.8 seconds. Without a timeout, Hurricanes are looking to tie to see if they can handle it out to get to overtime. (44-51). Face-off wins for the New Jersey Devils and 44 for the Canes. The win for Timo Meier. Hughes. Transfer lead. Saving play. And that will stay out of his zone. And we are going to overtime.
And that's going to end the period. Your scores are even. Devils 5, Hurricanes 5.
Unbelievable save and Markstrom 2. Don't go away, folks. We've got overtime next coming up after this. Stay tuned. All right, folks, let's have a look and see what happened here in the statistics for first through third period in regulation. All right, Life Rain, let's have your takes here. Who do you think is going to win in overtime? What is your take here, and who do you think is going to win this one? Kind of tight. I'm not sure about both teams. It seemed like that cross-checking is definitely unbelievable. They have been rammed out. Not easy at all, but I'm going to say now, looks like Carolina Hurricanes haven't won their games, but they might go on a road trip win if they win over for the Devils. And this might not be the only change that they ever won 2 games at home, but there's only one that could try and win things off. I think that the Carolina Hurricanes is my take. And what about you? I'm going to say Devils are going to try to get over this. They haven't won the first round, beating against the New York Rangers on NHL 23. But it seemed like it was not really my only take, but I was seeing things before. This might have been no perception to that. I see. Well, it's going to be a good luck for this one, because the third game is all on the corner. All right, thank you very much, Good Life Rain. Now let's get the overtime started. And this OT of the Stanley Cup playoffs is presented by your local Honda dealers. Now let's get on to this one. Overtime starts now. Here we go. OT in Game 3 at the Rock. Let's see who wins the next one. While the man advantage is still on for the Devils, let's see what happens if the tape puts in. Starting off with Seth Jarvis, he's right toward the wing. Change for a short-handed goal will stop in for Markstrom with 19:47 in OT. A lot of big break action here, and we may notice before we've seen the game of the night, but now you're about to be seeing things in Stanley Cup playoffs of NHL 25. And as for Fisker and the team, they really tried hard on their own. Yeah, it seemed like it was not really easy enough. I mean, they need to do for a little big favor to do for him. He is right toward the wing, now finds Timo Meier, and he sets to Fisker. A set to Jose. Jose! For the leading win! That one is redirect wide. Slavin right to a corner. Kicks it out. Time running down for the Devils. And it's right up in the wing. Hughes takes over, now finding DeBrat. Time wasting down. And now we'll end the power play for the Devils as Burns got back in play, and now it's even strength in OT. Well, they really didn't think it was going to be easy at all. It definitely did feel like that there's a lot of great higher range. I think this OT must have been a hard one to remember. Just for Brett, right toward wing. Goes down. Another hit for the Canes. Oh boy, he's slow to get up this time. And Blake will send it to Jarvis on a shots blocked by Markstrom. And he will cover it in with only 18:38. An update here for Kovacevic as Ultra Beast stands by. Thanks, folks. With the last one of the injury on Dougie Hamilton, Jonathan Kovacevic took a slam kick here in the third period. It was not an easy range, but he was doing a hard on their own set. This goal range is never to be determined, and he was able to try to put it in. And that Kurt Kane is putting it nice on a strong hit. He was not looking really well to be comfortable back in the game. He's really all unpressurized, and he's losing out. So we have another player down here, and will be missed out for OT for game 3 of the game. Let's hope that there is a win without both players like Dougie Hamilton and Kovacevic. Back to you. Good save here, and it's back to Jackfield. We wish him for a speedy recovery for Jonathan Kovacevic. Andrei Svechnikov into a corner, looking for a pass, right around the back. And a rebound by Jack Hughes as he goes down. Martinuk behind the net. Pass to Svechnikov. Shot off the face mask by Markstrom as he keeps alive for Jack Hughes. Pulls it back. Jack Hughes lost his control. Svechnikov takes the stall. Looks at Orlov. Shot. It redirects wide. Mustaine takes it over. Rebound by Nemec. Hughes takes it over. Delayed penalty upcoming on the Carolina Canes. And that'll be a slashing. Tatar up in it. And he got a play. That's going to be a holding for Svechnikov.
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for holding.
What sometimes you don't really see, that's another holding that they're doing it for. Not so well on the boarding. David Lanky wants to trap him up.
It's time now for your New Jersey Devils power play.
If they get a chance. The Canes another penalty kill. And the power play is on for the Devils for a win or fade to stay alive.
Penalty on Carolina, number 37. 2 minutes for holding. Time and a penalty, 17:28 remaining in OT. That's a penalty on Carolina. Andrei Svechnikov for holding. Time and a penalty, 17:28 remaining in OT.
Right to the wing. Andre Palat back to Slavin again to Hall. Hall clears it out. Hughes goes offside, and this will be the Devils to stop him down with 17 minutes in OT. Now they're ready. Another face-off coming up for the Devils and the Canes. The win for the Canes as Jordan Stahl gets a piece of it. And Chatfield will send it right to her around the net. Rebound by Tatar. And sends to Cotter right to her in the wing. Back in the Canes territory, Paul Cotter. Cotter. Pass broken up by Palat. Chatfield takes over. Swings it out. Out of his zone is Martinuk. Martinuk moves around. With a shot, short and goal stays alive for Markstrom as he adds another save. Palat fires it, stopped by Anderson. And Martinuk right in the wing sets the stall. Stall toward wing. Slides right to the wall. And now Tatar will keep it alive. And the pass is broken up. Rebound by Hughes. And now Lewis will give to Cotter. Takes a swing out. Hall bumps him out. Rebounded in by Cotter. And again to Mercer. Mercer. Shot the pass to Palat. That one's off the glass and rebounded up by Chatfield. 30 seconds for the Devils power play and only 15:47 in OT. Battle for a rebound. Meyer to Hischner. And the penalty is going to be on Carolina. Chatfield's in the penalty box.
Penalty on Carolina, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
You don't play it like that, and you're not doing it correctly. Chatfield is whipped up, and now the head coach is really depressed. He's not going to let this one get to a game with a comfortable night. For the chance for the win, 15:39 in OT. Hischner and their team looking for the win.
Penalty on Carolina, number 5, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time and a penalty, 15:41 in OT. That's a penalty on Carolina, Jalen Chatfield for a 2-minute cross-checking. Time and a penalty, 15:41 remaining in OT.
This one will take the leadoff win here for the game over. Nose in. Pratt shoots, save, kicked off by Anderson. Play is still available for the Devils as they still have their man advantage. Just about 15-16 left in OT. And now they're ready. Another buck drop coming up between Carolina or New Jersey. Now the win puts in for Burns. He'll swing out. The rebound by the Devils. No offside here. Brant for the win! Oh, Anderson! He denies that shot to make the win as he'll hold it alive but near the 15-minute mark in the OT. Now here's the win. Meyer shoots it. Stopped by Anderson. He'll come right in with only 14:59 in the OT game. Right now, it's already been like the longest game here. And if you've already been on board, don't worry. You'll be able to watch it here once this coverage is concluded. Isker Hughes for the win. Backhander slump glove made by Henderson. 1:13 left in OT for the power play and 14:52 in OT. Fans want some noise to shut down the defending champion of the Canes. Now Orlov will set it up across. And now here comes Meyer as he's right to the wing, puts it down. Stahl stops it in, and now finds Isker. Isker, the send it deep pass to Nozen. Nozen's right toward wing. Rolls inbounding. The win off for Stahl. Back over to Walker. Walker flings it out. And now it's sent into the Devils' territory as Meyer will take it over. Deep pass to Isker. Isker taking his way down right toward the wing. Pass to Hughes. Hughes to Pratt. Into the middle. Save by Anderson. 31 seconds remaining for the Devils' power play and only 14:10 in OT. Here's another win for the Canes. This one clears out. Now the deep pass to Connor. A setback to Palat. Palat sets to Connor. Connor shoots. Glove save by Anderson. 18 seconds for the Devils' power play, and we just didn't make the passing to the midway mark of the period. Now here's Slavin after Aggo with the winning faceoff. Aggo in middle for a win. Glove by Markstrom. And it looks like that will be the end for the Devils power play. As right now, coming out of the penalty box will be Jalen Chatfield, and then both teams will be even strength. No power play goal win for the Devils in game number 3 or the Canes in game 3. This has been like a struggle afterward. Yeah, it did. Really have to be like a somehow, as for Frederick Anderson's really like playing with a nice big save. He's really doing all of his better behaviors. Luke Hughes for the win. Kaplan takes back to Aggo. 13:30 remaining in OT. Nico Rantanen. Shot set made by Markstrom. Dives in play to stop inbounding with 13:24 left. Didn't seem to last that long, but the next faceoff is on its way for the Devils and the Canes. Now the win for Disco. Nemec will take things over and he'll set the pass to Mercer. Mercer right toward Wayne. Thompson with a big play by Slavin. That's a big shutdown. Pesky. Malleol on the board. We'll keep it alive for the New Jersey Devils as Palat's right toward behind the cage. And back to Pesky. Rebounded by Aggo. For the win! Oh, he bumped him out. And a great save by Berkshire. Slavin. Jarvis. Burns. Shoots. Stopped by Markstrom. He really took it all what he did here. And a big save puts up for the Devils. Now the next faceoff is on. 92-88. They're still not sure enough what's going to happen. Now the win. Here's the net. A pass to Brett. Just for Brett on the full break. Pass over Palat. Winning shot. And glove save by Anderson with 12:39 in OT. Without a moment, let's have an interview here. At this point, it turned to be like it's all for Grim from the head coach from the Carolina Canes. He's looking like he's really has been talking to them. And here's Ultra Beast sending him by.
Thanks, folks. Talking with one of our head coaches here, as for now, the Hurricanes has pulled it in with some bigger moment. It was not really the easier way that they're doing it for. And as for Hurricanes, or the special of the head coach, they have a lot of things to say for. We really worked it off there, guys. Brittimer is really already been taking in for the slot. This is what we are taking in here, folks. We're not going to stop here. We need to find a way to get this thing through. Let's kick it off and finish things off. This is how it happens with Dean Brodier, as he puts it in to try to pull it out in the first road game in Game 3. Let's see if he can handle it now. Back to you.
Thank you, Ultra. 12 minutes left in OT. Kakiemi finds Hall. It finds the Burns on his way down for the Canes. And it's Kisker takes over, now finding to Mercer. Mercer pulls it back, shot saved by Anderson with a pad on its foot. It's back to Blake, looks to Burns. Burns in toward wing. Pass goes up to Slavin. Shoots it, stopped by Marshall. 11:36 remaining in OT. It has been like a hardest matchup that everyone's been countering on. They are still trying to look for a winning goal.
Indeed so. I don't know if this will happen. Listen, the higher range might be for the Devils, but I think the Canes might have it back in.
Dawson Mercer shot stopped by Anderson. They are on to a full pressure under 11:30 in the OT. A lot of time left in opportunity. They're trying to look for a goal, but it seems like it has been a tiring afterwards. Buchanan wins the faceoff, goes in. Chance for a win! Blocked it up, and Hall takes back to Chatfield. Devils back in offense zone. Blake puts it up. Save play by Markshire. Now the Devils are back in offense zone as the Canes are on defense. Pesky looks to Hall up. Back to Nosen. The kick back to Pesky. Pesky for the win. That's blocked up in defensive traffic as Nosen covers him with a rebound. Svechnikov takes it over. Rolling his way down. Svechnikov. Pass to Martina. Shoots it. Blocked up. Rebound by Pesky. Nosen takes things over. Now finds the Cotter. Cotter right in the wing. Fires it. Save made by Eric Anderson. 110 shots on goal for the Devils and 106 for the Canes. Nemec finds a deliver over to Dillon. Again, Palat. Walker takes over and passes over to Svechnikov. Looks to Stahl. Stahl finds Martina. Moving in front, rebounded by the Devils. Here's Palat. Pass to Bratt. Shoots it, left save by Anderson. 10:07 in OT as we're nearing the mid-range mark in OT. No score to take the lead and win. And if there's game 4 necessary, we will have another matchup here for the Devils and the Canes. That will be the second game after the first game of the night for game number 4 of day 1, and then game 4 day number 2 will be the other side for the Devils and the Canes. Now Hughes will set to the net, and a pass to Dillon. Dillon's off in a rush to DeBrat. Got it here, right toward Wayne, now finds it to Rantanen. Rantanen clears it out. Back in the Devils territory, here's the Mac. The Mac swings to Dillon. Dillon sets to Bratt. Bratt sets the pass to Dillon with a lot. And toward Wayne, trying to give over again to Bratt. Bratt sets to Jack Hughes. It goes back to Dottish here as he looks at Jarvis this time. Jarvis swinging the miss, rebounded by Rantanen. Another save puts up by Marshall. Oh, that's a big hit by Nemec. And back to Gisker he goes. Knocks him down. Gisker with the rebound. Broken up the play. And this will take a rebound by the Devils. Here's Timo Meyer, sets it to Dillon. And that puck sends out of play. In a double zone. Here's Gisker. Pulls him right to the wing. Here's Jarvis' shot, blocked by Dillon. Now Ishker passes to Roslovich, sets to Burns, to Robinson. And that one ticks out. Nemec takes it over. And Roslovich takes things over. It's back to Burns. Ishker now finds Timo Meyer. That misses off. Meyer takes over. It's back to Burns. Now he will roll it over to Roslovich. Roslovich went slipping. And Pesky takes over. Now finds to Nemec. He passed to Cotter. Cotter loses his effort. Slavin takes it over. Now find Hall. On the breakaway train for the win. Stopped by Mark Show. Oh, a nice on a hit play here for the Devils. And this one pulls another one. Up the enemy. Burns shoots. Saved by Mark Show. All rolls back to Pesky. This is incredible afterward. I mean, fun. I've really seen that. This is the biggest attacking motion everybody's been achieving. Enemy moving in. Saved by Marshall. Rebound by Enemy. All for the win. Saved here by Marshall. 7:30 remaining. Glove save. Both guys are out of breath and they're trying to energize themselves for the next puck drop. Hurricanes still like they wanted to get their next face-off in. Now here's the win. A set over. That's a big monster on a hit save by Marshall. Look at the energy crowd. They're all over the Marshall as they're all chanting for Marky. That's his nickname, and I really do say that's for real. Stopped by Frederick Anderson. Rebounded up by the Canes. Sheffield with the wing. Tries to get to Kotkaniemi, and a shot misses wide. Kotkaniemi looks to Orlov. Over to Chatfield, shouts it, saved by Marshall. Under 7 minutes in OT, no goals to remain in OT, as it's still even up. We're still looking for a goal here, and if the Devils win, they will have to face against the winning team between the Capitals or the Canadiens. Here's Palat. Pass to Bratt. Misses the opportunity, changing for the win. In middle, broken up by Jarvis. And he'll now set to Rantanen. Pass to Aho. Here's Aho, rolls it down. Marshall takes the cover with 6:35 in OT. And now they're ready to take the next puck drop. Still a tie game, 5-5. After the win for New Jersey, here's Palat. He'll set the pass to Bratt. Here's Jack Hughes. In middle, this one is broken up by a defensive on the poke check. And Orlov will now get to Jarvis. Watching it offside here as now Nemec will get to Hughes. This time to Palat. Jack Hughes wanting to get 3. And rolls to Bratt. Offensive Hughes shot blocked. Ago takes over back. Jarvis. For the win! It's still alive for Marshall with 6:01 remaining in OT. They didn't think it was going to be a long an expectation, but they really knocked it off. Current time is right now still 7 p.m. game coming underway here for our next game of the NBA crossover from the NHL and NBA. Aho. Brenton! Stop by Marshall! No rebound here. This will stop the play with under 6 minutes in OT. And now they're set. Ready for another puck drop. And it's still a close, intense game between the Devils and Carolina. Now the win from Nemec. They'll send it over again. Now finding the Hughes. He looks to Meyer. Meyer swings to Gishker. He rolls it down. Never hit for the Canes. Whips it through, now by Burns. Burns, pass to Martin, shot blocked, Nemec takes over. Stall broken up, but a rebounding play. Good stop by Marshall. Slavin takes it back. Off to Martin, shoots it, blocked up by Luke Hughes. Goes down, and it will roll all the way down to the Cane zone. Anderson will keep the puck here, and now this will be a rebound by Slavin. Stahl gives to Norton. 5 minutes left in OT. And here's Stillett. Dylan loses his effort. The balance is still kept out of here. The rebound by Dylan. And it's over to Dawson Mercer. Mercer sets the pass to Meyer. Meyer shoots it. That's it. He scores! And no kidding! The shutout of the defending champion of the Carolina Kings. Game winner, Timo Meyer. It's Meyer time. This one was a big on a rebounding effort. Timo Meyer has a pad, but this is the putback that he puts in to defend it out. Great chance here. Timo Meyer was run a big race and he puts a close quarter to end his OT. And now they beat the Kings. They are gone. We salute to fans. NJ Double, we are moving on.
Devils,
And
OT
what a
goal.
longest game effort as Timo Meyer wins this game
Timo
and
Meyer.
they return to eliminate
Assisted by
the
number
defending
91,
champion
Dawson
of Carolina
Mercer.
Kings.
And by
We're
number
moving on to the
5,
second
Brandon
round.
Dillon.
Well, that's a lot
Time to
of
go
being
in
a
OT,
broadcast partner.
4:54
I'm Ethan.
minutes.
Thank you for joining us in for the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll see you next time. All right, this was the biggest contention game ever yet. There are no third-star players in the game. It has to be for our biggest Frederick Anderson, the second-star player of the game, with 108 saves as he puts it in. And your first-star player of the game, the winner, goes up to Timo Meyer as he makes that one with the one finishing OT on his own. And Jacob Markstrom was the first-star player of the game. The third-star player of the game was Timo Meyer. How do you believe it now there, fan? I really just can't believe that they've really done that before. This one was amazing skill. And we'd like to congratulate to the Carolina Hurricanes as they already played hard on their effort. They were not sure at this turn to be out there afterwards. This must have been a condensed game here. The Jersey Devils are moving on to the second round. It's been like the better take than he had at all. I really love their energy. This is the big skills that they've always been doing it for. And they knocked out the defending champion, they're gone. Yep, and that's it. Devils are taking over in Season 4 for the postseason. Here's how they do the total statistics. 118 over 176 hits here, and only 743 time on attack with 92% passing. 16-minute penalty kill with only one power play goal with 539. And here's how they did with the doubles. It was all it takes. 147 for the hits on the New Jersey Devils, and it wasn't even enough. Only 65 face-off wins with 12-minute penalty kill and no power play goals they made. Only 11:04 in a power play minute. And that was it. It's just been like a serial killer. Well, the longest game afterwards, as the Devils will meet its next awaiting victory run, and they will play against the winning team between the Canadiens or the Capitals. We'll see them next time here for the next game tomorrow night. That'll be the first game here starting at 1:30 p.m. and then the next game at 3:30 p.m. We have our big contested rival of this matchup, the Battle of Ontario. And then for our next game for the Western Conference, the Oilers and the Kings are at Rogers Center. It'll be our intensive matchup than you know for. So we only spot two in for the Western Conference. Jets moving along and Devils moving along. There's only a lot much game going on over here. We'll see them soon back from the other side. In the meantime, we are wrapping it up and we'll be back here for our second game of day number 2 to get things underway here. Along with my broadcast partner with Terry Crews and Fan. Thank you so much for watching this over an hour game. An hour, this is almost like 2 hours at this point. We hope you enjoyed this one, and with that being said, peace out for a while as the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports Style. This is Terry Crews. Thank you for joining us, and so long in New Jersey. Have a great day, everybody. So long.
If you don't, somebody will.